Do your feet look like this? Do they appear like they've come in contact with fungus or the bungus? Cracked, scaly, hideous, unsightly, and just plain grotesque? Your man, he crawls into bed with you and shudders in revulsion just at the sight of your feet? Even the prettiest pair of Jimmy Choos wouldn't help these evil-looking feet and toes look resplendent. If you want to see some how-tos on how to keep your feet looking fabulous and lip-smacking good for summer, keep watching. Okay, the first thing you want to do is start off with clean toes. And you want to use nail polish remover and get rid of any like old nail polish, any nail polish residue. They've got to be clear of that. That's kind of gross. Then the next thing I do is when I'm in the shower or in a bath, I got these, I've talked about these before, but these are made specifically for your feet. They're the Pedi Scrub Foot Buffer. These things are like magic. This one is in lavender and tea tree oil. One side is a sponge and the other side is a scrubber. And then this one is a citron eucalyptus. And they have soap filled inside, so you can just go to town on your toes. Really scrub them, get them clean. I also use them on my fingernails as well. They're just great for nails. And the more you, my brother is a doctor, the more you scrub on your nails, the faster they will grow, and the healthier that they are. That circulation is really good for your nails. So after you've cleaned your nails and got out of the tub, the next thing you want to do is make sure that your nails are trimmed and cleaned up. You want to have your nails not very short, not too short, but not long. I've flown with girls that have like these toenails that are like, they look like a wildebeest. They're like huge. I'm not a real fan of long fingernails or toenails anyway. But these girls they actually look like wildebeests with these long toenails, and they're gnarly. You can have the most beautiful, you could wear a Chanel. You could wear the most beautiful suit, dress, formal, whatever, and your makeup is perfect, your hair looks good. But if you get down to your toes and they look disgusting, that just doesn't, that is a total fail. So it's very important for me to have your toes and your nails look as good as possible. So what I use to trim them, I use one of these. You can get this at like CVS. They're maybe $9 or whatever, and they're really good to snip straight across. If you cut straight across, there's no ingrown toenails, no infections, no issues that way. And then file. Use a file and file straight across. And then I always use a buffer. The number 3 side is a polisher, and then this is the buffer. And buff your nails to be as shiny and smooth and free of anything that you can. And that's after you've gotten out of the shower. One of the things I love to use when I get out of the shower, I don't use it every time, but I use it a lot of the time, is, and I'm sure everybody's got one of these or heard of these, and that's a pet egg. This thing will save your life. I love this thing. It's just a little egg with it's got a scraper, like a cheese grater almost on inside. And then on the back side of it, it's got like a emery board kind of thing. It's really, really good to clean up any nastiness on your feet. I believe these are like $10. You can get them at CVS or Walmart, and this packet of 3 refills is like $9.99. I usually use one, replacing about one every 2 months or so. Love those things. So that's after you've gotten out of the shower, you've cleaned, you've scrubbed, you've buffed off all that dead skin. I hate even talking about this, but to me it's important. Nobody likes to see gnarly feet. After you've done all that, these are some of I use a lot of different products, but I don't use them all at once. These are just some of my favorites. Let's start with this one. This one is Pretty Feet and Hands. It's an exfoliant. I really like this. It's a rough skin remover. Try this, and then massage it in until all that dead, flaky, crusty, nasty skin rubs off. And then wash your feet off. It's wonderful. The next one I use is by Freeman. It's called Barefoot. It's a foot balm. This is just like a really heavy-duty moisturizer. I mean, this is wonderful for your feet. I really I'm using this a lot right now. Every time I take a shower or bath, when your skin is still wet, damp, that's wonderful because it just locks that moisture in. Another one I love is Arbonne Intelligence. It's a foot cream, an herbal foot cream. I really like this one. This one keeps your feet soft and it smells really good too. Not that I have anybody really go around smelling my feet much. I did used to date a guy that he liked my feet more than he liked my other bits, so I kind of had to go. He always wanted to smell my shoes. After I got done flying, I don't know. Great guy, but I know a lot of other guys that have foot fetishes, and I love them. I love guys with foot fetishes because they like women that take care of their feet, and I do take care of my feet, so I love you. Another one I use is Lamasilk. This was Lamasilk Intensive Foot Therapy. This is another one that you put it on, you just rub and rub and rub, and it kind of just exfoliates off all the junk. And then you just wash your feet off. I really like those. The next thing, after you've got you've cleaned, you've scraped, you've moisturized, you've exfoliated, you've done all that, then it's important that you don't always have to wear nail polish. I just think it's pretty in the summer. For me it is. The next thing I use are these little, I call them torture chambers. You put these between your toes, hold everything apart so you can get that perfect little pedicure without getting polish going every which way. Then, speaking of polish, I love, this is really good for your toes, I think. That's all I use. It's the MAC Under Lacquer. This will help your polish. I only have to do my toes, paint my toes once a week. I do it every Saturday if I'm home. Because that's what I do. If you use this, this makes your nail polish really, really stick. I believe it's like $14 at MAC. I love the MAC Under Lacquer. I don't use anything but that. I love it. I love the Sinful Colors. They're inexpensive, $1.99 at Walgreens. They have some beautiful colors. They discontinued Bianca. I think they watched my video and said, no more Bianca for you. No Bianca for you. And it just really ticked me off. So I got the Sally Hansen. This one's called Made You Blush. I love the color. This is not the color. It was about, I don't know, 3/4 of the way still full, and it was way too light. So what I did was I had a Bianca that was like almost empty. I dumped some of the Bianca into this and made this color, which I love this color. This is what I have on my nails today, if you can see. I like that. And I have Bianca, Simple Colors and Bianca on my toes. Now, I have a girlfriend that is, she does artificial nail, what do you call them? Acrylic nails. That's her living. That's what she does. And I love her to pieces. But she gets angry with me every time she sees me because she checks me out and says, your toenails don't match your fingernails. Now, leave me a comment and let me know if you think that's all important. I don't know why she thinks she's the nail polish police. I don't care. Sometimes I'll wear a French manicure on my hands and my toes are red. Or I'll wear pink on my toes and red on my fingernails. Or whatever. And in the winter time, in the summer, I like to wear light colors. Pinks and lavenders, colors like that. In the wintertime, I like to wear darker reds. Just because I think it's more, you can get away with it. You can get away with it in the summertime. I am not the nail polish police. I say do whatever you like, whatever looks good. Let me know what you think about that. But just, I want to show you, because the beginning of this video, that was one nasty looking foot. That is not it was my foot, but I used brown eyeshadow, an old drugstore brand that I hated, brown eyeshadow and cornflakes to develop that foot. So I'm going to show you what my pretty toes look like. I hope all of you have pretty toes. Thanks for watching. And just to prove that those are not my normal feet, these are how my toes look normally in some Jimmy Choos. Thanks for watching.